Greetings, happy Monday. Let's go over what's due this week. So for chapter 7, we have up. We have the mini lesson for designing print and online documents. That's in the lesson 7 folder. Check that out. We have a document analysis activity that's due, and we have the chapter 7 test. I'm going to switch these around. Just put the test above the document analysis activity because the best practice is to check out the mini lesson, read the chapter, or let the chapter read to you, do the chapter test, and then do the document analysis activity. That document analysis activity, the chapter 5 one, a lot of you completed it, most of you attempted it, but I want to show you a couple of them so that you know how I'm scoring this or how I'm going to score it. I'm going to start off by showing you a couple of papers that are 100s. Now, to get 100 on the document analysis activity, at least the first two, this one, the last one, and this week's, you don't have to do a whole lot. You just have to follow those few best practices that I told you about in the memo lesson. First, you have to submit a Word or PDF document because that's what Blackboard is going to accept for me to mark up your paper. Yeah, that's the first thing. If you just typed into the box, we'll talk about that later. But let me show you one. Let me show you a couple of them that are hundreds, and just tell you what's needed. So here's 100. Um, the first thing I want to look for is memo format, and here we have memo format. There's different designs you can use, and it doesn't even have to be fancy. I'll try to find one that's not even fancy or it has no colors, just black and white, but it's still memo format. As long as the memo format is there, you won't lose points for that. The second thing is, and this is I'm talking about the to from date subject and a header up here for memo as memo formatting, or the first part. Then you have a statement of purpose. Have that statement of purpose. It could be a sentence. This one doesn't have to be a paragraph or many sentences. It could just be one sentence. And then you're going to have your informative heading followed by your answer to that particular question. Question number 2, informative heading followed by your answer to that particular question or prompt. Do not write the question there. You're just going to give the informative heading that has to do with your answer to the question. Because when you write a memo, the paragraphs that you have, you want people to get to the information that you have efficiently. So if they're only interested in knowing about the website routes, they can just go to that paragraph and read that part. This other stuff might not be what they need. Could be what other people need in the firm or the company, but that might not be what a particular person needs. Each of these are paragraphs. So you need, if you have one sentence here, yeah, let me just talk about, I can just go off of this one. If you have one sentence there, that's automatically going to be a deduction of points because it's a superficial answer. None of these prompts call for superficial answers. None of these prompts call for just a thought. They're calling for you to explain your idea about the prompt. In English, philosophically speaking, One sentence is a thought. A paragraph is an idea. Explain your idea about the thing, your theory, your understanding, your explanation is more than one sentence. So we have informative headings, we have paragraphs with a skipped line between each paragraph. You gotta have to skip that line so that there's a demarcation, an obvious demarcation between the ideas or your explanations for the prompts, and a good answer. Answer the question, answer the prompt. Let's take a look at another one. Here is another 100. It's pretty plain, but that's fine. Um, Memos don't have to be fancy, but they just have to be in memo format. So we have the to, from, date, subject stuff here, statement of purpose. Informative heading, this is funny to me. But I don't want you to write informative heading. You have to create an informative heading and give an answer. Uh, it's funny, but I'm still going to take out 5 points. Oh man, that's funny. Let me try to find another 100 here. All right, here's another 100. We have memo format. We have a statement of purpose here. We have informative headings. Don't say informative heading. And we have short paragraphs that explain the answers or the responses to the prompts. It can be as simple as that. So if if you turned in, if you didn't turn in a Word or PDF document, this time I still gave you points. It's just that you got 25 points. And that's just for attempting or turning in something as an attempt. But I'm not doing that next time. Turn in a Word or PDF document so that I can mark up your paper in Blackboard and use memo formatting. If you use Microsoft Word or any word processing software, it will allow you to do formatting. You can bold, you can change fonts, you can uh, use colors if you want to or need to. Um, the spacing options are there for you. That's why we're going to use our word processing software. And then you just save it as Word or PDF document, and then you upload it the way I showed you in the video. Um, and once again, if you would like to use Canva, shoot me an email and I'll send you the invitation to Canva so you get the the free educational package subscription. Or you can sign up using your school email address and I'll be alerted once you try to join and I'll just accept you in there. All right, I think that's it for the memos. Now what I want to show you is the midterm review. So this week we have a midterm review. The midterm review, if you complete it successfully, you get 5 points extra credit added on to your midterm score. The midterm is next week. So mark your calendars, don't forget. But you can take the midterm review this week. And to take it, it will be in the Macmillan platform. So once you come into Macmillan platform, it's the only it's the only item that you can complete in there. It's the only thing that you'll see. And it says midterm review. And it says due Sunday, February 16th, and 5 points. So if you click on that, you take it, try your best. Because if you don't complete it, if you don't at least pass it, if you don't pass it, you won't get the 5 points. So get those 5 points. It's extra credit. It helps out. So that's that. See if there's anything else here I want to show you. Nope, I think that's it. So this week, chapter 7, print and online documents. Check out the mini lesson, read the chapter, do the chapter test, do the document analysis activity, and then do the midterm review if you want to do it, if you want to complete that. It's optional. You don't have to do the extra credit, but it's there for you if you want to do it. All right. Until next time, later.